Yeah, slowly come back. Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
So, we did yesterday instant gratification. And what was the highlight of yesterday? Especially about money. What did we learn? A little bit about money. We learned a lot of things, right? And like how we need to change our mindset, how we need to deserve the money, how we need to love money. And how we are looking for, like, we want money from places which are scanty. Instead, why not get it directly from the universe? Instant gratification process. Okay, so today we are going to talk about you who knows me, what is my favorite temple? Where is it that I go the most?
Meenakshi
Meenakshi
temple.
In one sink. Yeah. So, okay. So, when you
তা
go.
আমরা কত টাকা জ্যাকপট জিতলাম?
1
তোমার
million.
সিক্রেট জানি। হ্যাঁ, এই জন্যই আমরা এনলাইটেড মিলিয়ন।
Absolutely, absolutely. তো তোমরা, yeah, so this means that how close we are. We know each other. Thank you for knowing me so well. Okay. So, and I'm sure others who have joined you, you will also know what is my favorite temple, where I go and meditate the most. So that's what they are saying. And because I go to Madurai very often, because my parents stay there, I go to Meenakshi temple often. I meditate for hours whenever I get chance. Sometimes it's like every day I go and meditate there. Okay, so so it's not, it's let's not understand, like, again, when we will understand them as not god and goddesses, but just energies. Okay, and they, these temples are consecrated temples. There are some tantras just inside those, the idols, and that's why these temples are very powerful. And so when I go and meditate there, there are the front side is the side where I enter, and I, where we can see Meenakshi, when we can do the darshan of the Meenakshi. Okay, there are other three sides. Of a small room, there will be four sides to it, right? One side is the side of the darshan. There are three other sides, and each of the side has something written on it. In one side, there is something called Kriya Shakti. So it says that what Meenakshi is a symbol of Shakti, right? Again, don't understand from the perspective of, God and goddesses. Understand from the perspective of masculine and feminine power of the universe. Okay, so Meenakshi is considered as the feminine energy and the divine feminine, of the feminine energy of the universe. So if you see, so it's a Shakti, right? Shiva is the stillness that we all are, and from Shiva there is this manifestation that comes up, pops up. The same Shiva needs the help of Shakti to have all the manifestation. The masculine needs the help of the feminine energy for all the manifestations. So that's why it's called Shakti. You need the power. Shiva needs the power to take action, right? And so these three sides have, one side is called Ichha Shakti, another side is called Kriya Shakti, and the third side is called Gyan Shakti. Okay, for anything to manifest in our life, you need at least these three things. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gyan Shakti. Okay, so Ichha Shakti, we can consider it as willpower, okay, or desire or willpower. Kriya Shakti is the final action, taking the action. And the third is the Gyan Shakti, okay. And you know what happens, like if you know about astrology, the guru, what is guru responsible for? What is guru responsible for? Brihaspati, जो बोलते हैं ना, Brihaspati in astrology, if we call about the, you know, Brihaspati, what is that responsible for?
Shaping the mind of the student or the person under you,
Yeah, it is
trying
responsible.
to, yeah, imbibe good thoughts, or uh, actually directing the person in a right direction, or trying to do that.
Jupiter. Hmm? It is
Yeah.
also called Jupiter. Hmm? So बोलेगा आपका जुपिटर अच्छा नहीं है, you know, आपका जुपिटर अच्छा है बोलते हैं ना. And we all want Jupiter to be very good because it not just shapes the mind, it also brings in a lot of wealth. Okay, Jupiter brings, that's why बोलते हैं ना गुरु, everyone wants to see कि देखिए तो मेरा गुरु अच्छा है कि नहीं, मीन्स पैसे आएंगे कि नहीं मेरे जीवन में, you know. So why is guru related to money? Hmm? Because, you know, why is guru related to money? Because in any area, if you want to succeed, you need gyan, wisdom. One is knowledge, another is wisdom. Okay. First is to break the karma of you know money. अगर हमारे लाइफ में money का problem है, then we first have to know, we have to have, what are we doing? We are learning, right? We are gathering the wisdom and knowledge of understanding the science of money. Okay, so in any area, if we need to success, we have to have this ज्ञान. किसी भी एरिया में पैसा लाना है तो उसके साथ ज्ञान बहुत connected है. Okay, you will see, if you have you heard that, you know, these billionaires, there is one very common thing about among all the billionaires. What is one common thing you'll hear? You know, you'll very, if you are following them and trying to know about them, what is very common about billionaires? What is very common about billionaires? Does anybody know? Hmm? They read a lot of books, you know. Like, you know, there are like, you know, there are all these billionaires, you'll see at least they will finish one book a week. So सोचो साल में कितने books वो finish करते हैं. Yeah, it's called the Gyan Shakti. They are so, you know, the power of, we are so much running after money. हाँ, बट यू नो, इवन बोलते हैं कि ना, लक्ष्मी लक्ष्मी चाहिए तो पहले सरस्वती को पकड़ो, उसके बाद वो, यू नो, अपने आप आ जाएगी. ओके, एनी एरिया, फर्स्ट तो वी हैव टू लर्न द साइंस ऑफ मनी इटसेल्फ. इसीलिए हम पढ़ रहे हैं कंटिन्यूअसली, हम पढ़ेंगे, एक महीना तो पढ़ेंगे मनी के ऊपर डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स. सेकंड इज, आप जिस फील्ड में, द फील्ड इन विच यू वांट टू सक्सीड, इंक्रीज योर इंफॉर्मेशन एंड नॉलेज अबाउट दैट फील्ड. ओके, लर्न मोर. हमको सिर्फ पैसे में ध्यान है, पढ़ाई पे ध्यान नहीं है, कैसे मैं पढ़ सकती हूँ. सी, स्वाध्याय इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट इवन इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी, राइट? आई ऑलवेज आस्क यू, आई ऑलवेज रिक्वेस्ट कि पढ़ो, बुक रीडिंग, स्पिरिचुअल बुक्स यू शुड रीड, right? So this is where the Gyan Shakti comes. Then comes, friends, so another thing that follows is then Kriya. So then ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि, you know, see, there comes a time where कुछ किए बगैर भी पैसा ड्रॉप हो सकता है. There are yogis who can just do like this and money falls here. They have developed that kind of, they have become so enlightened, that kind of power and everything. They have developed that kind of, miraculous power in themselves. But हम में, people who are not that evolved and everything, we need effort, we need action also. सिर्फ मेडिटेशन करने से नहीं होगा, हमें एक्शन भी लेना है. जहां पे एक्शन करना है मुझे, यू नो, यू आर मेडिटेटिंग and you got this intuition that here, यहाँ पे मुझे पैसे लगाने हैं, or you have got this intuition that I have to go and talk to this person for job, I think this person will give me the job. If you remember when I spoke to you about my son getting admission in one of the best schools in Denmark, what happened is that I meditated that, give me the opportunity to do seva, and for that I I told the universe, you have to take care of my son so that I can do seva. And that's when an intuition came to me that I have to approach this school, and immediately I have to approach. And when I did, I shared the story already. Many of you know that how, it's a Christian school. And the intuition came to me that I saw the, image of Jesus. And I then and there I knew that I need to go and, talk to them in that school where the school takes, there the waiting period in that school is 5 6 years 7 years. Many are waiting for a long time. Registration every year करते रहते हैं, पैसे डालते रहते हैं, फिर भी नहीं होता है. But I got, that opportunity because I acted on it. सिर्फ इंट्यूशन आने से कुछ फायदा होता कि मुझे पता है ये करना है, लेकिन मैं एक्शन नहीं लूंगी, डरूंगी, नहीं नहीं पता है, करो, मैं सिर्फ मेडिटेट करती रहूंगी, वो अपने आप हो जाएगा, मेरा बेटा अपने आप स्कूल चला जाएगा, ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. आई हैव टू टेक एक्शन व्हेनेवर एक्शन इज नीडेड, राइट? But again, for action, what is needed? Sometimes, many times, what happens is that we know a lot of things. We feel like doing a lot of things, but we don't have enough willpower to act on it. होता है ना? होता है कि नहीं होता है? हमको लगता है कि ये करे, वो करे, बहुत कुछ करे. Even in seva also, ना? So many of you are telling that I want to do seva, I want to do seva, but कभी कभी सेवा भी विल पावर करना चाहते हैं लेकिन कर नहीं पाते हैं. हम इतने बिजी हो जाते हैं, या फिर भूल जाते हैं, या फिर उतना हमारे पास विल पावर नहीं है टू एक्ट ऑन इट, राइट? This is what happens. Even in money case also, we need a lot of willpower to act on it, right? जो भी हमारा intuition है, we have to act on it. For success, we need that kind of willpower. So that's why these three things are so important. Gyan Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti, willpower. Okay. Now I will talk a little bit more about willpower. How I'll talk is, there is this book, The Laws of Success. Yogananda का एक बहुत छोटा सा book है, Law of Success. Okay. And there he gives so much importance on on willpower. He says, we might know what is right, what is wrong, what we should be doing. We might know this is my dharma, this is what I need to do. All these things हमको पता है. हम इतने दिनों से we are studying spiritual science, right? We know everything that सेवा करने से मेरे लाइफ में भी बहुत benefits आएगा. I should encourage others to meditate so that I also get a lot of benefits. Okay, I should meditate long hours so that I very very fast expiate my karma. सब कुछ पता है, लेकिन सब कुछ कर रहे हैं हम लोग. We all are doing our best, but why can't we do, like the utmost, like jitna karna chahte hai utna? Why can't we do that? It is because we sometimes don't have that we don't have that willpower to act on it. Okay, friends? So this willpower is so important, friends. Willpower is very important in our life, to really manifest things. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि meditate करते रहेंगे और टंग ऊपर से कुछ गिरेगा. अभी नहीं होगा. होगा हम लोग, when we will start developing, when we will keep evolving, and there might come a time when we don't have to do. Actually होता है कि एक टाइम के बाद इतना पावर गेन हो जाता है कि एफर्टलेस मेडिटेशन होता है. कुछ भी मांगो अचानक से आ भी सकता है. दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ पावर ऑल्सो वी कैन डेवलप, बट नॉट नाउ. Okay, till that time we need immense willpower. How to develop? And also, first, willpower के लिए पहले मुझे पता तो होना चाहिए. So now we know willpower is important, but now I need to know what is it that where will I focus my willpower on? In which area should I focus my willpower on? Okay, so for that's why, in quantum physics, or Joe Dispenza talks about, when we do visualization, we keep two things in mind, right? Clear intention and elevated emotion. Do you remember that? মনে আছে? Those who have done my course before, Bodhi, আপনার হয়তো মনে থাকবে, clear intention and elevated emotion. Intention has to be very clear with high elevated emotions. I have to visualize what I want and send a thought to the universe that this is what I want. So for that clear intention. So how will I have clear intention? So meditate for a few days or months to understand, is this what I want? Okay. And then also we have to say, our intention should be pure as well. Okay, it should not be, okay, I want to have a car so that I can make my neighbor jealous. Okay, I want this so that I can look better than others. Okay, so why do you want, why do you want that house, why do you want that car? Have a very clear intention. Okay, I want to, even if it is, it has to be, oh, it's so difficult for me to travel in buses, and so I want safety for my kids, I want comfort for my kids. That is why I want. Okay, why do you want the house? Oh, I want the house so that everyone can live comfortably. थोड़ा बड़ा घर चाहिए ताकि सबके लिए separate room भी हो, guests आए तो they can have a comfortable time. I can also hold meditation sessions. Let the hall be big so that I can hold meditation session. So when we bought this apartment long back, okay, I at that time I did not I was not meditating, but I was doing this meditative chanting. और वहां पे भी there's it's such a pure organization. That organization also has very pure intent, always asked to think about and connect your goals to seva. And they were saying that always connect your goals to seva. That's when even the goal gets fulfilled faster, because आप सिर्फ selfishly अपने लिए नहीं मांग रहे हो, आप सेवा के लिए भी मांग रहे हो and all these things. So I and I was really, really praying to have, a place where people can come and they could chant and meditate. At least the hall should be big. And if you come and see, my hall is actually very big. Many people can come and sit and meditate. Okay. So this is how, so this is what a clear intention, and also intention ऐसे रखो कि see whether it matches with the will of the divine or not. मेरा intention है कि you will see, even if you are wanting that, it will not get fulfilled अगर आपका intention pure नहीं है ना, और universe के intention के साथ, will के साथ, if it doesn't match with the will of the universe, even if you are meditating, it will not get fulfilled. Okay, because उसका बुरा हो, उसने मेरे साथ, and this, it happens sometimes, because people can also create negative things. They can curse and all these things. It will bounce back. Don't worry, whatever bad we do to others, it is going to come back. And it's such a joy. I'm like, few days back only, she's a very innocent girl, one of our relatives, and I met her and everything, and she was telling her story that, Didi, she did this to me, and this to my somebody, and she was saying that I really said that she will come and one day beg in front of me, or something like that, she said, and this happened, and she went through such suffering that one day she came and begged. See, friends, you know we don't use spiritual powers or any kind of powers to really, if anybody has done bad to you, just bless them and then let them go. Their karma will make them suffer. You don't need to curse and make sure that they suffer. Okay, it's a very, very bad thing. It's a very nasty thing. How, you will feel so bad when actually that comes true. Na, you'll feel very bad कि तुम्हारे वजह से this happened. Yeah, so don't do it. Most of the times the universe, especially, she's not a spiritual practitioner, but with spiritual practitioners तो protected होते हैं. हम किसी को कर्ज भी करें ना, वो कर्ज उसको नहीं लगेगा, हमको लगेगा. Because now we are, see, this girl is innocent. She doesn't know all these spiritual things, that the law of cause and effect, कितना कर्मा करते हो तो आपको मिलता है and everything, उसको कुछ पता नहीं है. तो she will, the karma that will come back to her will be 1%. Okay, but for us, when we curse people, knowing that it's a karma, everybody will get their own karmas, I don't need to curse and make sure that that person suffers, fir bhi I'm doing it, the karma that will come back to us will be 99%. Okay, so we should not use spiritual powers to harm others. it is surely going to come back to us. So that's why clear intention. I have to be very clear what I want, and that intention should be in sync with the will of the universe. Okay, tabhi jaake they both come true and they will help you. And elevated emotion, I told you, right? When we are intending, I want this, how elevated emotion, what will be the elevated emotion? I'm feeling so grateful. It should be in present tense. I already have the house. How am I decorating the house? How is my kitchen looking? How is this looking? How will my sofa look? And how we start visualizing, we start giving gratitude, elevated emotions. I bring up elevated emotions of gratitude, joy, satisfaction. Okay, all these emotions I bring in. So, got it? The first point I talk about is all these three Shaktis are important. Ki bolechi? Let me see how much you have grasped.
क्रिया शक्ति, इच्छा शक्ति, ज्ञान शक्ति.
Okay, these three are important. ठीक है. सो ज्ञान शक्ति, आई टोल्ड यू, बृहस्पति इंप्रूव करना है तो किसी भी एरिया में उसमें पढ़ना है, स्पिरिचुअल साइंस को भी पढ़ना है. एंड आपका जो एरिया है उसमें आपको, यू नो, दैट्स व्हाट, राइट? टीचर्स, they will become redundant if they don't keep improving their, they have to keep improving their skills. जो भी लेटेस्ट कुछ आया है पढ़ो उसको. एनी सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स, लेटेस्ट कुछ आया है तो उसको और जानो, अपने एरिया का उसको इंक्रीज करो. ओके, राइट, यस. देन नेक्स्ट, what did I talk about? Next, I elaborated on Ichha Shakti, right? Willpower. Okay. For any success, willpower, strong willpower is so important. Then again, the next point I spoke about, that willpower should, first you have to be clear why you want this. कभी कभी वो बैकफायर भी करता है. अगर sometimes I want this, and then everything has its own consequences. Anything that you are trying to manifest, उसके साथ कुछ consequences भी आएगा. Are you ready for that consequences or not? Okay, any manifestation will give you another kind of maybe challenge. अगर वो challenge आप accept करने के लिए तैयार हो तो आप उसको accept करो. Okay, so as for example, I'll give you an example that, what example should I give? Okay, see, like, I was meditating for him to go to the best school. Actually, I was meditating for him to go to Rugards only, which is the best school. Okay, so school to mil gaya, finally, see, manifestation happened and everything, but Ridan was bullied heavily in that school. Okay, then it took some time for him to adjust. Purana school bhadda tha, lekin the teachers were very good. They were very loving. In the new school, it took some time, 2 to 3 months, for him to adjust. So these are little bit of consequences that come with different kind of manifestations. Okay, are we ready with that kind of manifestations, consequences or not? हमेशा हर चीज का consequence है. Okay, so you have to be, see, so like Ridan, we came here. Vibgyor has many schools. We want him to go to only IGCSE board, Cambridge board. Okay, he was already like, a student of Vibgyor. उसको Cambridge board में ही डालना है, and I spoke to the teacher and everything. Finally, he got it. I'm so grateful. This is one of the best school, Vibgyor schools in Bangalore. Okay, but consequence उसका क्या है कि वो एक ही, it is the only IGCSE board which is which has it is the only Vibgyor school which has IGCSE board. एंड ये स्कूल क्या है, मेरे घर से ऑलमोस्ट सिर्फ कार से ही 45 मिनट्स 1 hour दूर है. इट्स क्वाइट फार. इन बस इट टेक्स अराउंड 1.5 to 2 hours for Ridan to come home. Again, another kind of challenge. So if you are okay with all these things, knowing everything, and you know that this is what you want, then you have to create that this, no matter what, I want this. Koi bhi consequences ho, this is what I want. Okay, and then with elevated emotions we meditate. ठीक है? Got it? Okay, friends. Next, next, what I'm going, so now I'm talking about willpower. Okay, willpower. Sorry, friends. So I'm talking about willpower. So willpower developed now during meditation. There are also meditation techniques through which we can develop. Yes, Afsanji.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is
No, who is this? One
this
plus
is Satya.
Satya, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes.
just have one doubt.
Yes,
Yes,
Satya.
you said we be very clear on our requirement, what we need, and then we need to just focus on what we need. But most of the time it looks like today I'll be focusing on one thing, but after a few weeks, my focus may be on the different thing, right? So
Yeah.
I do not know exactly what I need sometimes.
Yeah. Then the
So
willpower
in
should
that
be to
case,
give me
actually I
clarity.
am doing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like when I do my meditation, I say that whatever is good for me or whatever makes me happy and my family members happy, you do that.
Yeah.
This is what I do.
Yeah. So
So
you
what I'm
then,
doing is,
you can do. So when you are not clear, you should surrender. Okay. And you should use the willpower
yes.
then also to get clarity. Strong willpower, give me
Mm-hmm.
clarity. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Okay.
friends, anybody else has any question? अफसान जी आप किसी ने unmute किया था?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't
Okay.
raise my hand.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay. So now, friends, we are going to start a new thing for all my old friends. We from now onwards we will mostly uh, do this and then start with meditation, because then you will see there is a lot of you will get very deep into meditation, and at the same time you will be able to use your willpower in meditation. Okay. तो हम क्या करेंगे? What we are going to do is that the breath work that we do every Friday, okay, that breath work, instead of doing for 20-25 minutes and then going into emptiness, that breath work every day we will do it for 3.5 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes maximum. ठीक है? करने के बाद ना, the locks that we practiced, that the meditation that we do every full moon with locks, hmm? Everyone knows, right? 10 locks हम करते. We will not do 10 locks. We will lock the anal muscle. What do we do? How do we do? We lock the anal muscle, tummy lock, diaphragm lock, and we lock our neck. Okay, we take a deep breath, imagining as if all the energies we have brought it to the third eye, and then we start locking. When we are breathing, breath के साथ ही हम लोग lock करते रहेंगे अपने आप को. Okay, and then for 10 counts, Joita, you haven't done, right? This one? Koronina Joita? Locking? করেছো?
এই না গো, আমি মনে হয় না, আমার তো অনেকটা ল্যাকিং হয়ে গেছে না ওই ওই
হ্যাঁ, তো
সময়টায়।
আমরা ঠিক আছে, it's okay. Again, when we'll have full moon, we'll do the full meditation then. But today, just remember, it's a lock. It's as if, friends, what I said is that, see, all the energies, when we are talking and everything, they're getting scattered. Okay, we are energy and frequency. I already shared. Most of my friends know, who have been meditating for long, that quantum physics talks about it. We are energy, frequency. ज्यादातर क्या है? The prana energy, it is actually centered in the spine, not exactly in the physical spine, just near the spine. Okay, there is an astral, the kind of an energy that you can, it's invisible, but that's the main part of the energy, place of the energy. But वो scattered हो जाता है हम जब बातें करते हैं, इसीलिए, when we meditators slowly, I always ask you that, talk only when it is necessary. Don't keep wasting and throwing your energies. Okay, then you'll not have the energy to work on yourself. So what we do is that when we meditate and we center ourselves, mostly the energies are stored in the spine. So through this breath work, first, what we are going to do, everyone knows, right, that there is a gate just below the pineal gland. And when we are like, conscious connected breathing, breath work is a conscious connected breathing, right? We are continuously breathing non-stop. And when we are doing this, we are actually opening the gate so that all the energies that are in the lower chakras, they get to the third eye. And that energy we can use to transform our karma, open our third eye and transform. And, many other magical benefits can also happen through that. Okay, I have already explained, so I'm not going too much in deep in that. After that, what we are going to do, ওটা করবো জয়িতা, করার পর কি করবো, I will tell you that now take a deep breath and start locking your muscles. So anal lock, বুঝেছো? Anal lock means you will squeeze your anal muscles in, okay? And then you will squeeze your tummy in. Then you will squeeze your diaphragm. এরকম করে imagine the moment you're breathing, all the energies are going up, and slowly you have started locking. First, from the down we start, okay? We don't just randomly lock. We lock anal, there is an anal lock, then diaphragm lock or tummy lock. They actually, when you do, they happen together. And then you do a neck lock, okay? And when you do like this, for 10 counts, you will hold it in your third eye, for 10 counts, slow 10 counts, and hold as much as you can, Joita, আজকে যতটা পারবে, but hold, okay? Don't do like this, okay? The real, the magic happens when we are able to hold it here for a longer time and then release. And then we will go into deep meditation, emptiness, breathing, and anapanasati, whatever we do. And we will do the visualization, which will be followed by clear intention and elevated emotion. I hope everyone got it. I will, Ajoita, you're clear?
হ্যাঁ, কিছুটা হয়েছে।
Okay. I will guide you and you'll understand, okay? Otherwise,
ঠিক আছে।
okay, I will start.